Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. Today we're making something typically Swiss. A sausage and cheese salad. And the way I make it, putting salad in the name is cheating a bit. The only vegetable I have in there is red onions and chives. And that's not really vegetables anyways. But a lot of Swiss people do this with cucumber, with corn. Some even put tomatoes in there. But I prefer it this kind of clean way. And I'll show you how to make that today. My way for the Swiss, my way for the sausage and cheese salad, the Swiss version. So it's a Swede cooking a Swiss dish. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy it. But before we get to cooking, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get updates when the new content comes online. Without further ado, let's get cooking. We have our servala. It's fine sausage made of a mix of beef and pork fat. Beef meat and pork fat. We have our Gruyere, it's a nice cheese, been aged a bit. We have our red onions, our chives, 2 eggs, mustard, grapeseed oil, apple balsamic vinegar, and a herb vinegar. This is all we need for our cheese, sausage and cheese salad, Wurscht-Chääs Salat. So we start with the servala. First want to peel it. This is a wonderful sausage to grill as well. You can slice this whichever way you want, but I normally just half it down the middle and then make slices about this size. So we'll do that with all our sausages and then we'll continue. So here we are, all our sausages are cut, we'll put them in a bowl. So here we are with our Gruyere. Cut off one end so we can grate it nicely. And then I like it grated on the kind of rough one. So you get this size. So that's our grated Gruyere. Now if you can't find Gruyere or if you don't like Gruyere, you can take any cheese you like. They're probably each Swiss family have their own favorite cheese to make this with. But I would say it's typically made with a Gruyere or an Emmentaler. But I prefer Gruyere. But make it with any cheese you like. Now onto our red onion. Half it, and then we'll slice it thinly. I really like thin slices for the sausage and cheese salad. Because then I think, yeah, they give off more taste somehow. And since we're not cooking them, the thinner they are, the more pleasant they are to eat. So that's all our red onion, and now we can put that in the bowl as well. Now all what's left to do chopping wise is the chives. Again, we just chop them up finely. There we are with the chives as well. We're done with the chopping. We'll put that in the bowl too, and now we only have the dressing left. We have our 2 egg yolks. Just break them. And then we add a little bit of oil. The dressing we want to make is like a light mayonnaise. On consistency, it's perfect. And I add a little bit of mustard into it. And some vinegar. Some herb vinegar first. And a bit of apple vinegar. And last but not least, some aromat. Give it a try. Perfect. So we're ready to put the goodness together, and as you can see, it turned out to be 2 bowls. That's why I'm not going to put all the dressing onto this one. There we go. So I have cleaned my hands, and now we're going to slowly mix this together. And this is it, we're done. Now we need to let this marinate. If you can let it marinate overnight in the fridge, that's even better, because the longer and the more taste it will kind of suck up from the dressing. And I don't like it swimming in dressing. I just want everything coated like it is now. Not too much dressing. Just make sure that the dressing is coating everything. And then after the marinade, we'll plate it and then we'll eat it. And of course, there was one thing I forgot. A squeeze of lemon juice. Always does wonder. Because you kind of want this balance of sweet, sour, savory, and just mix that. So, and now we're ready to let it marinate. Our salad has been marinating for a good hour and a half now. And it's enough to kind of make some goodness out of it. We'll serve it up. Nothing special, nothing too fancy. Just a bit of fresh chives on top. And now we're ready to eat. Now this is not something I eat very often, 2-3 times a year. But when I do, I love it. And I'm Swedish, so this says a lot about kind of Swiss food. It's one of my favorite things. You can find this in Germany as well, in Austria, but it's not necessarily made the same way. And I think it's more common without the cheese. So good. The saltiness of the cheese. The kind of vinegar, sourness of the vinegar and the lemon juice. The hint of sharpness from the onions and the chives. Perfect. And this is my take on a Swiss sausage and cheese salad, Wurscht-Chääs Salat. Now you would probably, if you ask 10 different Swiss families for their recipe for a sausage and cheese salad, you would probably get 10 different answers. It's similar to what meatballs are in Sweden. Every family makes it their own way. Now for me personally, I don't like it with more vegetables in it, but a lot of people put cucumbers in it, some put corn in it. I mean, in the end, you're free to do whatever you want to it, as long as you like the taste. The same, like I said, with the cheese. Take whatever cheese you can get and whatever cheese you like. Now this Gruyere is quite a aromatic cheese. It's almost a bit. Now this Gruyere is a very aromatic cheese. It's been aged for, I think this one is over 2 years, and you can really taste that. It's a very strong taste, and I personally like that. But maybe you don't. Then take a milder cheese. Can't get enough of this. And it's actually, my dad's Swedish, and he's never lived in Switzerland, but it's one of his favorite Swiss dishes as well. So every time when we're back in Sweden, we have to make Wurscht-Chääs Salat for him, which I happily do. We bring the sausage from here. You can get a Gruyere in Sweden as well, so that's not a problem. And then every summer we make a sausage and cheese salad. Now, as always, I hope you liked it. And if you stuck with me this far, you probably did. So please click the thumbs up, the like button, and if you haven't done so yet, the subscribe button. That's it for this time. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.